Hi all, it's Tamara from Bells of the North Homestead in interior Alaska. I'm smiling today because today is one of the first days that I actually feel energetic enough to do this, because for the past week I have been sick. I think it actually had to do with the fact that we have meat chickens, and about a week and a couple days ago we were weighing some of them, and I grabbed 3 of them. We weighed them, and typically I'm pretty cautious with the chickens, washing my hands and all of that, especially, we've had our hens now for 4 years, but I'm usually pretty cautious. But I think with the chickens it ultimately ended up where I probably contracted Salmonella. All of the symptoms, everything was right along with it. So yeah, so I probably contracted that, and it left me pretty darn weak, unable to eat, and everything that I eat went yeah. So I'm sorry I've been gone, but I want to kind of show you some updates that have been happening on the garden. Our area right around the pond is looking good. We've made a couple of updates here and there. Things tend to slow down when one of us is down, so we didn't make as much progress this past week. And also we have a bathroom remodel going on inside, and hopefully it'll be done by this weekend, because my son wants his bathroom back. And I can hear a chicken now. She's just worked on a wonderful thing. See, and that's actually the reason why I don't think my hens I've ever had a problem with. It's our meat birds that I want to get rid of them. And last Saturday we got rid of 12 of them, so I am proud of that. We managed to power through and we got it done. That's awesome. So let me go ahead and show you guys around though, and show you what the garden's doing. It's starting to come back, or it's starting to do well. The only problem is I haven't been out here weeding, and so we got a lot of weeds now. So I'll show you in just a sec. So as you can see, our pond is looking lovely, gorgeous. I love it this time of year when all the flowers are starting to bloom. And we've been adding little bits here and there. I want to say, I keep thinking that these are echinacea, but they're not echinacea. I can't think of the name of them every single time I see them, but those bright pink flowers. We do have also a couple of the bulbs that we planted that are coming up here and there. So I think it's not daylilies. Yeah, my brain's not thinking right now. But I will say this: we've had some successes. Our currant bush came back. Yay! Big success there. We were really afraid that this currant bush was not going to make it. It was looking pretty sad by this past springtime. We did notice that a couple of our trees that we got from the Fairbanks Water Conservation, they are coming back. This is one of them. That is let's see, looks like a type of currant. Oh, what is it? Golden currant. So we have this one is an alpine currant. These are all different types of currants. They all do different types of colored currants. Our garlic is doing really well. I already harvested earlier this week some garlic scapes. Garlic scapes, if you've never had a garlic scape, they taste kind of mildly of garlic, but they're a little bit more, don't want to say the word gentle. They're not as harsh of a garlic taste. Let me go ahead and show you one of these. This is a garlic scape. Now, garlic scapes are ultimately the garlic plant sending up a seed pod, more or less. It's going to flower and turn into a seed pod. Now what's going to happen though, we don't want them to do that. So what I do is I cut them off when they get all curly cute, just like this. This one's ready to harvest. So I'm going to cut it off, and I'm going to cut it off right here at the base. I'll take a pair of scissors and do this. When I do this, this is ultimately going to make it where the garlic starts actually putting all of its energy back into the bulb on the ground, rather than into producing seeds, because I really don't care about the seeds as much, but I do want the garlic bulb. So anyways, yeah, so those are doing really well. We have some stray sorts of plants all around in here. I did figure out just recently that I was really wanting elecampane, and I'm pretty sure that right there, that little stray plant that we planted in a container for winter sowing, is elecampane. I identified it recently. I'm like 95% sure. And let's see, our comfrey is of course as usual taking over. This time of year it always does. We have some beautiful flowers, yay. Yeah, things are going really good. Remember those sun chokes I was just recently talking about? It was like the happy accident. I called it the happy accident, yeah. Well, there they are. They are coming in. So it's doing great. And last year I had strawberry spinach in this bed and I was trying to get it to take. And at first I was like, no, it all died out. Well, guess what? It seeded itself everywhere. So I have bunches of strawberry spinach. Strawberry spinach is edible. It's just like a spinach. There's these little pink things, and I'll show you a plant that's in the forest back here later on. These little pink things on there, they don't really taste like strawberry, really. But you can eat them, and everybody refers to them as strawberry spinach. Our Brussels sprouts are doing okay, not great. When I was down this past week, I haven't hardly been able to out here water nor weed. So, like I said, I am apologizing right now for all the weeds. Lots and lots of weeds. The chickens are about to get treats. In fact, today is the last day that the rest of the meat birds get some treats. So, I've got that coming up. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna have to weed in here really quickly and give these meat birds over here one last final dinner. And then they're gone, and my stomach will be so happy to say goodbye to them, because every single time I smell them even, it almost makes me want to gag. So my herb garden, this is my culinary herb garden, and you can see all sorts of culinary type of herbs. We've got pineapple sage, we have cinnamon basil or Thai basil, we have cilantro, we have dill, we have fennel, we have parsley, oregano, borage, lemon basil. Remember that one basil that I told you about, the sweet Genovese basil? Yeah, it died. This is never going to go in this bed ever again. I do see a couple weeds in here. Oh, I have thyme, wonderful thyme. I plant marigolds all throughout my garden because the fact that the marigolds repel some bugs. So, they're not perfect, but they do repel some bugs. My medicinal herb bed, I need to weed through this one again too. It's getting insane. Ooh, what do we got going on here? What is this? I see a flower, but what is it too? It's really hard to say. The St. John's wort is doing really well. Oh, look at this, guys. We got some St. John's wort flowers happening here. You know, you can tell if it's a St. John's wort because if you pinch the leaf, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, mosquitoes have found me. So I'm gonna be like trying to, well, I'm trying to pinch it hard enough, but, oh, mosquito, go away. Well, you know, if that mosquito gets his way, then you're gonna see real blood, because typically what happens is if you bruise the leaf enough, you can see what looks like blood. That's how you actually know it's St. John's wort. I know that these ones are St. John's wort because I've grown them before, and I really like to grow St. John's wort. But anyway, so going back, I keep trying to bruise this guy. This is valerian. Valerian actually is really good, really well for sleep and anxiety. I like to dry it. Believe it or not, it actually makes cats frisky too. It's just like catnip. Let's see. It's not showing up very well on camera. Oh well. So yeah, this is my medicinal herb bed, but as you can tell, I have not been out here lately. And some of the plants, I want to say, it's not one of the wormwood, it's not wormwood artemisia, but it is one of the wormwood family is taking over. Yeah, it's taking over, and the weeds are taking over. But yeah, and then the valerian is going nuts. It's flowering. So I'm about to cut all those flowers off because every single time it flowers, it sends out seed. And that's the reason why I have valerian there. Hey, you name it, I have valerian everywhere. So we are not anxious in this family whatsoever. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Okay, so moving right along, we have zucchini ready for pickings. We have some winter squash. Yay, it's doing really well this year. It likes that warmth that we've been getting lately. This is one of the few beds that's really liking the warmth. We have cauliflower that's still kind of thinking about it. I don't see any heads yet. Got lots of celery. Celery, I'm going to be harvesting it this year, and I'm going to be making more of that wonderful mint. preserved, like the fermented mint celery, contact me and let me know if you're interested in the recipe. I can put it in the link. I tried it this past year and this last year I loved it. I had never tried celery like that before. So, by the way, I was looking for cauliflower. Guess what? We got a cauliflower. Yay! Kohlrabi. It's looking kind of stemmy to me. That's making me a little nervous. I would prefer to see a bulb there, not a stem. So that's the broccoli rab or rapini. Well, the bees like it. Look, our girls like it a lot. Let's see if I can get her on camera. There she is. She's loving life over here. That's okay. And do I see? No. Okay. Yeah, so everything has gone to seed lately because I haven't been out here hardly at all doing anything in the garden. So it's all going nuts. And so I'm gonna need to start chopping this stuff down. We're gonna be eating almost exclusively from the garden. Oh my gosh, and guess what, guys? I see snow peas that are starting to form. Look at those gorgeous little flowers. We're gonna have sugar snap peas and snow peas here. This year, we just went nuts with planting them. We just said, just throw a whole bunch of seeds down, you know, hurry up, hurry up. Yeah, I can see tons of weeding I need to do back here. Yeah, so lots of kale, arugula. Oh my gosh, look at my arugula. I love arugula and it's gone nuts. So this is all going to be eaten within this week, which is okay because by the end of this week, I should be able to actually tolerate fiber. Because about a couple days ago, oh gosh, no, don't give me any kind of fibrous anything. So recently we also had a really bad thunderstorm. I think it was actually on right around the time I was sick. And I kid you not, I came out, it had to have been on Wednesday night. I came out here on Thursday morning really quickly because I was feeling okay. And it looked like something had stomped down several of our plants only in one area. If it was like a mini tornado, yeah, it took out this whole entire row of lettuce. Literally, it looked like something had sat down on the lettuce and left chickweed in its place and lamb's quarters. And if you notice, it only got there, but not here. Go figure. I don't know. It's just like, well, here we go. Here's another area. It's like it just sat down on it. I don't know. It's really weird, guys. So anyways, yeah, so these chickens are about to be gone. You're goners. You know what? You're going to be good in my freezer, and that's it. Still no asparagus. Frustrating, frustrating, frustrating. We're going to have to take out more trees. That's ultimately what it is. We're going to have to take down quite a few more trees in order to get a little bit more light into this area, because the problem is we're just not getting the light that we need in order for the asparagus to store the energy in its roots to survive our long winters. Remember, our winter starts from about mid to late October all the way into about April, May, and we get really cold temperatures. Every so often I keep coming through here thinking maybe, just maybe, is it even voles? Oh, wait a minute. What is this? No, that is horsetail fern. I was thinking for a sec. Oh, mosquitoes found me as soon as I bent over. Oh, by the way, and that, my friends, is strawberry spinach. You can eat the leaves just like spinach. Eat them in salads and stuff like that. There's another strawberry spinach right there. So, you know, this bed for right now, we're kind of holding off until we can take down more trees. It doesn't do any good for us to put down more asparagus crowns because there are already asparagus crowns in here. They're just in dormant phase or dead, one of the two. But I have thought about maybe do we have voles coming in. Our greenhouse is doing well. And I was supposed to bring out a bowl out here because my husband and I were talking about it. Oh my goodness, mosquitoes are, it's very thick in here. They are like coming after me. Okay, I had to quickly run because they were like all coming right after me as soon as I came through the door. So as you can see, that tomato is producing. We have another tomato over there producing. These guys are just on the starting side of producing. Some of these are a little bit slower than others because the further back we go in here, the more or the less light we get. Oh my goodness, the mosquitoes are like everywhere. And I'm just like, go away. This is one of those moments where afterwards I walk inside and I'll feel itchy all over. So anyways, we have all sorts of cucumbers. We have tomatoes. I don't think some of these tomatoes, I don't think they're going to produce in time. But some of the squashes we're starting to see some really good movement out of, and we're definitely seeing quite a few cucumbers coming out. Mosquitoes are landing on me. I'm out of here. I don't want to be eaten up. As you can see, we're starting to see a lot more tomatoes. Yay! No movement has been made on my son's blacksmithing shop. That's because the fact that we've been pretty much kind of stuck on the bathtub, the bathroom fix. There's Turkey. I think she's a girl. And we, you know, oh, that was slick. And the ducks are our fan favorite. They're our family favorite. They are very, very talkative. And part of me is, yeah, I think she's a girl. I think our turkey's a girl. The ducks are our family favorite. They're very talkative. Which is kind of leading us all to going like, oh, it's gonna be sad when we say goodbye to them, unlike the chickens. Oh, let's do one last check, and then I'll call this video quits for this week. Guys, again, let me know if you're ever interested in some of the things we're doing. We have made headway on the firewood, and this is all that was left of that one pile that we used to have all out here. It's all now this one small pile. Thank goodness we worked on it right before I got sick. As you can tell, we did not take down that chokecherry tree yet. It's on the list. The beets are still coming in, but they're just so damn slow. This whole entire area is a combination of still not great soil. I keep amending it, but the problem is you've seen how many raised beds we have. And we have rabbits and we have chickens, and we keep throwing things in. But this soil went through a time period of really not a whole lot of care. So trying our best to kind of bring it back up. Honestly, what we really need to do is we need to give it one whole probably year of just not planting anything. But that's kind of hard to do when you're trying to rely on the food you're growing. So it kind of like, you know, the crop rotation and letting fields go fallow and all of that. So anyways, we have some green beans that we've been harvesting already, which is super cool. I don't see any currently right now. But yeah, so green beans are doing well. Swiss chard is finally picking up. Oh gosh, I do need to weed a lot in here. And I can see already that I planted some radishes that I never harvested. And like in here is spinach, and it's like a lot of things. It's just not looking like it's gonna fully leaf out. I want to say the combination is phosphorus and nitrogen. That's what these are lacking just by looking at it. I can just tell you real quick, that's my guess. So if I were to test this soil again, we did test it one time in the earlier in the season, and then we put a whole bunch of fertilizer down. But I will say, organic fertilizer like chicken manure, rabbit poo, that type of stuff, it takes a while for the effects to show up in your soil. So obviously we have some beautiful bright colored mushrooms growing in here, probably due to the high amounts of chicken poo and turkey poo from the past year and a half, 2 years, no, year and a half. And slowly but surely the chickens keep moving backwards, which is good because I stink. Like I said, sometimes my stomach now clenches the moment I smell the chickens. So it's been a bad week. My son's blacksmithing shop, still not much has been done. I did manage to sorry. I put polyurethane on that. I wanted to get varnish, but couldn't find it at the hardware store, so I got polyurethane. I'm planning on putting some legs on that, and then let's see what the chickens did, and we will call this video quits for today. I did breed one of our rabbits today, so hopefully in about 30 days we'll have some new babies. And let's just say, let's see what, okay, so Sonia's out. Hi girls, what's going on? Hi, what's going on, sweetie? Let's see, which one is that? This one is Amazonian Princess. That's Amazonian Princess. She is called Amazonian Princess because she squawks like crazy when you interrupt her on the nest. So if she's on the nest and you bother her, she will screech at you. Kind of like she does. Not quite as much though. These girls are busy. See, that's Rain. She's the talkative one, but not right now because she's working on her name. And that's Cortona. So, oh, I'm sorry, Rain. Rain wants to keep herself covered, so. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on here. What's up, girls? What's up? There's Toriel. And these are our new little girls, but they're not as sociable as the others. See, some of them are really sociable. Ma over there is very antisocial, even with the other girls. She is like the alpha chicken out of all the chickens. So that one's Wonder Woman. That one is Chuck, I think. That one's Sonia, Toriel, Amazonian Princess. I cannot tell you which one is which of the white ones. I haven't figured that one out yet. I'm gonna have to put bracelets on them to tell them apart. The gray one, I can't remember her name, but I call her Gray Girl. So, what, sweetie? What do you want? All right, guys. That is all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, I forgot to say, we almost had little Miss Mikey here, who almost starved herself to death. Why? She almost starved herself to death because she wanted to be a mama. It's what we call a broody mom, broody chicken. She almost starved herself to death. And so I just recently pulled her out because I recognized that she was starving herself to death because she was just doing this chook, 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 chook. She goes chook, 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 chook on the nest and inside the coop. She would not leave the coop, and she would not go leave and eat or drink. Ultimately killing herself because she is certain that she has to have babies. So that, it looks cruel, but ultimately how you break a broody hen is you have to put them in a cage that's kind of uncomfortable with some food and water, and that's it. No interaction with other chickens, no interaction with anybody other than food and water. It seems miserable, but it's because of the fact that ultimately you're trying to stop them from starving themselves to death. So that's what was going on with little Miss Mikey. A little frustrating, because every single time a chicken goes broody, it means that that's one less chicken laying, and on top of that, we don't want to see our chickens starve themselves to death. We like our chickens. So in fact, those chickens are kind of like almost like our pets. We give them lots of care, lots of love, lots of scraps. They get lots of scraps. In fact, they usually, once the meat birds are gone, the only thing that's going to be going, the weeds, are going to either be going to the chickens, the ducks, the turkey, or the rabbits. That's it. So I didn't show you, of course, the bees today. Our last hive check, by the way, looked relatively well, but we have a lot of bird comb, and both hives. I don't know why they're doing that, so it's kind of weird. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough today. Let me know if you have any questions. I would be more than happy to answer any questions you got. And that's pretty much about it. Next video I have will be, yay, no more meat birds on the property. I'll probably be completely recovered from this yucky stomach thing. I won't be covered in rabbit fur. Most likely not anyways. Yeah, and hopefully some of the firewood will be gone too. We're slowly but surely trying to make progress really quickly. Yeah, slowly but quickly, right? We have our bathroom project to be done, to finish. We have my son's blacksmithing shop. We have some fixes to the rabbit coop. I'm sorry, chicken coop. We have some fixes to the rabbit hutches and the normal everyday honeybees, garden, all of the other stuff. And guess what? This all has to fit in within the next, we're in July and August. By September, the forest all around us will start smelling like high bush cranberries, which is stinky socks, sweaty socks. And by then it'll start getting rainy, and we'll know that our season is just about over with. So that's an Alaska summer for us. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You guys take care. Ta-ta.